Hey, I'm ElusiveKev, and welcome back to MotoGP 17 and the manager career, as we're in Brno, and in three factors, MacDonald has ruled the roost once again by almost half a second ahead of his teammates, just a thousandth of a second ahead of Maverick Vinales. Then we got Marquez in 4th, Rossi 5th, Dovi 6th, Crutcho 7th, Pedrosa 8th, Eno 9th, and Zarco sneaking into qualifying 2 by a thousandth of a second ahead of Jorge Lorenzo and his Ducati. So let's see if MacDonald can carry over this pace into qualifying. So here we are, going for the first of 2 laps in qualifying 2. Can MacDonald grab another pole this season? It is dry conditions. Track looks a bit greasy though, from what you can tell. This long Brno circuit will be a test with these tyres, see if we can keep them up over a whole lap. In so many corners, you have to be very good. Almost 2 minutes around here. You've got some cloud in the air. The circuit's been kind to MacDonald in the past. There are quite a few wins and podiums around here. Never really performed badly around here. So of course he's looking to continue that form he's shown in the first half of the season, where he leads with over a race victory. So whatever hands here, he will lead heading to Austria as he goes a bit wide into that right hand in this middle tricky sector of the lap, which is all flowing into one another. It's very slow. Good for the people in the banks on the right hand side though. Let's see the bikes for quite a long time. You've got to be so precise. Not just with bike placement, with throttle and with the brakes as well. Make sure you don't get any of that section wrong, because it can just lead into one another. Thankfully we recovered after messing up that first right though. And down the hill where the back end will get out. Got to watch out for it, the final lap of the race. The tyres are worn. They did practice with the medium tyres, and they did take a couple of laps to get into the groove. Once they're into the groove, it was very good, as you saw at that time. So probably go with the mediums in the race as well. So I've tended to go for the compound when we have in the race as MacDonald goes down at the end of his first qualifying effort. So now he's got to scrub that off his tyres, that dirt. Bike doesn't look to be that damaged. And there he goes, one effort then, 4 pole, 55.2. No, just get him 12th. There's our teammate into the first corner. Gonna have to speak with his crew chief there, sending him out in MacDonald's path. Terrible. There's already been compromised in the first corner. Much better into the next right, or left should I say, then into the right. And see he's lost a 10th compared to the previous lap. Probably cost him a couple of tenths to having the flying fin on the apex of that first corner. He's got Iannone going to pole. There's Suzuki again going a bit wider than that right hander. But not as bad. And you see the track definitely is greasy. I wonder if it is going to rain in between sessions here with the clouds gathering overhead. If it is, it could be another dull race for MacDonald. It's Crutcho with 51.9, and there we go. 8 tenths a second up on Crutcho, though 51 on the cards, he'd just keep it together. The remainder of the lap going a bit wide into the right hander. Thankfully the back end didn't totally go away from him there. It's behind the Tech 3. I'm guessing that's Zarco. Maybe we can give him some slipstream heading into the final corner, or the ultimate corner. Look at that, 2 seconds up now on Crutcho. He's having to go very tight to go down the inside of Zarco. Does not want to compromise his run to the line, does MacDonald. And almost into the 49 to 50.3. When he needs to deliver, he does now. Fantastic that from MacDonald. Let's skip some time and look at that, over a second ahead of Maverick Vinales and Valentino Rossi, with his teammate leading second ahead of Marquez and Dovi. On the third row, Crutcho, Pedrosa, Eno, and the fourth row, Zarco, Rinto and Folger. Actually both Tech 3s when qualifying too, but fantastic for MacDonald so far this weekend. Can you cut over to the main part? Thankfully for those who want an interesting race, it has not rained for a race. Beautiful sunshine as we look at the grid. On pole, and then you can see there's Zarco and Folger flanking the rents on the 4th row. Outside the top 12, Espargaro ahead of Petrucci, Miller, then Redding, Rins and Baz. On the 7th row, Batista, Rabat and Barbero, Spanish row. And on the special row is Brady Smith.
Everything's ready for the race to start now. We're just waiting for those lights to go out. And the riders will take these last few seconds to focus on the race ahead.
And as you can see, a nice clear run from MacDonald too. That first corner, very wide open first corner, though, multiple lines. Could be some tussling. The lights go out for the 6th lap race. Got the medium tyres on, and a fantastic start from Vinales down the inside. MacDonald heading towards that first corner. No, trying to outbrake and around the outside. Gone a bit too wide. But he holds on for the time being. Now, remember what I said about these medium tyres, take a couple of laps to get up to speed. Let's see if MacDonald will be attacked these first couple of laps. And the Yamaha's behind. Maybe even the Honda or Marquez. Look at Vinales down to 4th. And Marquez up to 2nd ahead of Rossi. Fantastic start from Mark. It's pretty good around this circuit. Not his best circuit though. But still 6 minutes a second behind MacDonald. As we've got a long race here, 6 laps with a long circuit. So we'll go slightly wide there. Trying to not take out too much on these tyres on his opening lap. And here comes Marquez for a little visit. Oh, and here comes Rossi, pushes MacDonald right. So he's lost out to his teammates while the flying fin up to 3rd, right in the tail of Rossi. So MacDonald hoping to have a nice race. Nice quiet race once again. Gets forced ride by the veteran. It's down to 4th. And now he's giving Rossi some of his own treatment. It's, tough from the doctor there. He's got Dobby behind in 5th. And now we've got our teammate battling Marquez for the lead. MacDonald gets past Rossi for 3rd and then forgets to get down to 2nd. So at the end of this first lap, we've got an elusive rider in the lead, but it's the flying fin ahead of Marquez. Got Rossi in 3rd, MacDonald in 4th, Dobby in 5th behind, and once again bashing into Rossi. MacDonald really not happy with the doctor, is he? As Marquez takes back the lead from the flying fin in the first corner, and here comes MacDonald. About to join there. Battle for the lead. Or not. Here comes Rossi on the brakes into the left-hander. Trying to block past him. But all got the inside for the next right. You've got Vinales past Dobby for 6th. There's Dobby dropping back. Who's in 5th then? As once again the flying fin takes the lead from Marquez. There's Pedrosa who was in 5th. But now Vinales back past the Honda. Crazy battling in his opening couple of laps. As you can see, that thing with the rhythm in his middle sector. Well, slightly out of it. It's been pushed right again by Rossi. Really is not going to be on MacDonald's Christmas card, this, is he? As he's now in a factory Yamaha sandwich. Rossi in front, Vinales behind. As you can get by, as you've seen his teammate and Marquez just sailed away at the front, even though they're battling like a hell for the lead. He's trying to get a cut back on Rossi. Got the drive. Now into the left-hander. He's got 3rd. His teammates got back the lead from Marquez. As we approach the end of this second lap, we've got a battle on our hands here as MacDonald for the first time in quite a few races. It's good to see. Maybe not for MacDonald though, as he's seen his championship lead being cut by the flying fin. As there's Rins down from 17th on the Suzuki. Another poor race for the Spaniards, a 52.8 from the flying fin. Of course, MacDonald does a 52.7. No, he's gone very wide there, has the fin. Loud Marquez by. MacDonald trying to sneak by as well. There's all the teammates elbow to elbow on this 3rd lap. So he goes into the left-hander. Doesn't have the braking into this corner, MacDonald, but suddenly doesn't. The flying fin outbrakes himself. Looking down the inside. Oh, but the fin holds on. Well, a gap around a second to Rossi behind, so it's just the top three breaking away at the moment. And look at this, the fin down the inside of Marquez. Into the right. He's upgraded his battling from MacDonald to Marquez. He's now a 6-time world champ. MacDonald, oh, a bit screedy again on that rear tyre. You can see tyre wear not really an issue though, even looking at the bottom right. Got a scruffy sector for MacDonald again in that middle part. He needs to tighten that up if he wants to win this race. He's now got Rossi on his tail again. Thankfully, this last sector he seems to be pretty good. Again, just careful on the power, not trying to spin up that rear tyre. Looks like Marquez run wide, so is the flying fin. It's like that, MacDonald to run into the penultimate corner. Got a superb run on Marquez, you down the inside the fin. MacDonald looking to the outside, but no room at the end. But there is for Marquez down the inside the flying fin into the lead. MacDonald trying to join in as we go into the second half of the race. Got a fantastic battle between the top three here. Gap of around a second to Rossi, who's in fourth with his teammate. And here comes MacDonald down the inside of Marquez, down the inside of his teammate. Well, they're too busy battling each other. MacDonald takes advantage, goes into the lead. And now the tyres have come in. I was looking to sail away from his teammate. And the Honda man goes into the left. There's Marquez past the fin. This might be a battle. Single the pass for MacDonald. We can nail this middle sector. Did it so well in his qualifying that. But struggled with it in the race. That's a good start. And Scott Redding down from 14th on his Pramac. Oh, not a good race for the Brit. He's having an alright season. But he's not starting the second half of it very well. Look like he is building a gap to Marquez. If Marquez can do MacDonald a favour here, hold the flying fin back. Increases his championship lead by a handsome margin. Heading to Austria. A circuit where it's perhaps MacDonald's bogey circuit is Austria. Has decent pace around us, won in the past in Moto3, but he's never really got a good body of results there. Look at that 1.7 lead now over Marquez. He definitely pulled the pin as the Scot. As the fine thing goes past Marquez into second. It's a 51.2. Much faster than the 52s they've been doing so far. 1.8 seconds faster ahead of the flying fin, should I say. There's now Marquez back past MacDonald's teammate into the first corner. Seems to be their favourite passing spot. He's on this penultimate lap. It is now all MacDonald just staying away. It's been Marquez battling into the second corner as well. Over 2 seconds in the lead now. Very superb race, MacDonald, after falling back. Battled his way through past Rossi. Yes, it was a bit ugly. But kept it together when he was behind his teammate into Marquez. Pounced while they were battling. Now has stayed in a way while they're still battling for second. Still, the Finn gained back a couple of tenths in that middle sector. So down the hill. I said watch out for that rear end. It's not really getting out, is it? Which is pretty good. There's all the tyres around halfway worn. That was not good braking though into the left-hander. So up the hill into the right, you don't brake for that, just let off the gas. Then nailed it for this back straight. for the penultimate corner. 2.5 second lead for MacDonald heading on to the final lap of the race. As Marcus takes second from the Finn. Watch this up to third out the corner, get a smooth run on these tyres, only around halfway worn though. Dips back into the 52s, 52.1. He's got 2.5 second lead over the Finn, he outbrakes himself into the first corner though. That's not too bad though, you can get on the power a bit earlier. Have a good run out of it as the Finn gets past Marcus into the first corner. It's going to be decided right up to the line who's going to grab second. At the moment, it looks like one man's grabbing first. Grabbing another victory this season. Marcus passed the Flying Finn again. And now he's got a 3 second lead over the Honda rider. That rear tyre is getting a bit worn. Getting a bit hot as well. Got careful with that. And the final lap. Just baby it for the next couple corners. Then maybe we'll be a bit better. As all Pedrosa down from 6th. Oh, Danny. I think he's finally getting a decent result this season. Once again, Marcus gains a couple of tenths in that middle sector. Definitely MacDonald's weakest on this circuit. Then into the final couple. He's a bit stronger. He's looking very comfortable. Let's get the Flying Finn bars. Marcus behind. That's all MacDonald very wide into the left. Galley's back up for the right. It's a bit squiddy getting the power down. As you can see, that rear tyre is getting really worn on this final lap. That's 3 second lead over the Flying Finn. But we hold it to the line. Will Marcus make a move into that penultimate corner? He will. As out the final corner, MacDonald will win once again. Having an unbelievable season. And, who grabs second? Very close at the line. Is Marquez by 7 thousandths of a second. Unbelievable ride from the Honda rider. And a big help to MacDonald as well in his title battle against his teammate, who finishes third ahead of Vinales with Rossi 5th, Dovi 6th, Crutcho 7th, Renzo 8th, Folger 9th, and only 10th. We've got Spargo, Zarco, Petrucci, Pedrosa covers the 14th after that fall. And Jack Miller grabs the final point by almost a second and a half ahead of Lois Baz, while the home hero, Cal Abraham, in 21st with Alec Wins at the back. So in the championship, MacDonald leads by 39 points ahead of the Finn, with Marcus 65 points back in third. Vinales in 4th and Rossi in 5th, and Dovi in 6th, 4 race wins behind, 100 points back on his Ducati, with Crutcher in 7th, Pedrosa 8th, Petrucci 9th, Zarco round out the top 10 ahead of Renzo, who's ahead of Inoni by a single point, and Espargaro ahead of Redding by 4 points now, with Bradley Smith right at the back. The single constructor standings, 92 point lead for Yamaha over Honda, with Ducati in 3rd, Suzuki 4th, Aprilia 5th, KTM not on the scoreboard, and in the team's rankings, 122 point lead now for Elusive over Yamaha, with Honda 3rd, Ducati 4th, Pramac in 5th, 9 points ahead of Tech 3, or 7 points ahead of LCR. Then you've got Suzuki, Aprilia, Mark VDS, Avintia, and Aspar in 12th, with the factory KTM effort. They're not going to score again, are they, this season? As yes, that winning theme's getting very familiar this season for MacDonald and Elusive, as he is definitely riding his way to his first MotoGP title. And we have unlocked 2001 Max Biaggi. Oh, when he was in 500cc's, and very good rider, the Roman Emperor, 4-time 250cc champion, but could never quite translate that style to a championship win in 500cc's or MotoGP, but he had a number of epic battles with Valentino Rossi over the years. Has Dan MacDonald had an epic battle with his teammate that race, but still got the perfect weekend, starting from pole, winning, and the championship lead, as the Finn grabbed the podium after starting in 4th. Andrea not winning. He started in 32nd, finishing 3rd, but still leads the champion. It was the Portuguese rider who grabbed his first win with the team in Moto2. Started 4th, finished 1st. He's up to 4th in the championship. As in Moto3, it's still a 1-2 in the championship for riders, as Alejandro grabbed the victory from 3rd. Starting pole did the sweep, but finished in 3rd, but still very solid championship lead for him. As Alejandro improves his braking and cornering, The Portuguese rider improves everything, and Andrea improves his throttle management and cornering, and another decent haul credits and reputation. So let's look at the garage. Have any parts been developed? They have. So, what else do we have to do for the KTM? It looks like suspension or brakes. Let's go for the brakes, shall we? And develop those for a while. So that would take 7 weeks, and then 2 weeks for the frame and 4 weeks for the engine. Then the engine will be fully developed on that KTM. And next time out, we head to Spielberg for the Austrian Motorcycle Grand Prix round the Red Bull Wing. A very short circuit, a very high-speed circuit, and a circuit which has been MacDonald's bogey track in the past. But can he overcome it and grab another podium and more points heading towards his maiden MotoGP title win? Or will the Flying Finn fight back and grab some points on his teammate? In Moto2, can our riders once again get on the podium? And the same in Moto3. Find out next time. So thanks for watching. I will see you then.